Today on the channel from Ramen Toys, we've got the Masters of the Verse heads to use with Masters Universe He-Man and Masters Universe Origins He-Man.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Here and welcome back to the channel for Ramen Toys Masters of the Verse unboxing and review. And of course, these are Masterverse and Mattel Masters Universe Origins style heads. They're going to work with those figures. A little third-party action here today. But for all your He-Man needs, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% on all in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. And Ramen Toys, one of the big third-party companies out there, making a lot of different things. They're making like a little bit of mass stuff, some other property lines they're skirting the line on a little bit there, working on things, giving a lot of hardcore collectors a little bit extra stuff. And one thing they did, and that's what we're going to talk about here today, is these Masters of the Universe, Masterverse, and Origins head sculpts that they have delivered here. And I did get the 3-pack with all three, and we'll try them on these figures, of course. But these are more Dolph Lundgren-esque of head sculpts here. Now, Dolph Lundgren, of course, a very famous actor, especially if you're an 80s movie fan. He, of course, played He-Man in the movie of Masters of the Universe. But the head sculpt on the latest Masterverse figure, not quite there. And I think it was a lot down to legalities and things like that that really stopped the business from moving forward. So it was close, but not really what we were looking for. Well, that's where these come in to help us fill the gaps here. And we're going to try them on here and see if they are better, if they need to be replaced. And definitely a good concept here. One of those things you skirt around property rights, skirt around the law a little bit with something like this. But I'm definitely here for it because I am not a big fan of this head, and I do feel like it is the weak link here. I also got the Super 7 edition here from a few years back. Might even try the head on one of these if it will fit, so we'll see what happens with that as well. So without further ado, let's get down to it. We got version 1, version 2. It says Masters of the Verse, item MV01. You got the head and a little baggie inside here. Nice little clamshell packaging. I really do like this. It just makes it feel a little bit more official when it's in a little clamshell like this here. You got Ramen Toys. It does say fits Mattel Masterverse 2023 and Super 7 Classic Rebel Leader. So apparently you can use these for each of them, which does work out. We got 2 heads. We can choose our own head to venture here. You do got some QR codes on the back of this as well. It says made in China, all that fun stuff. But let's get this one out of the package here. Let's pull it out. Let's see what's going on. I like the very official feel of this. It does feel very official in this clamshell, but I'm going to get it out of the little plastic baggie here. There we go, and I'm going to look at this head, and I tell you what, it does look like Dolph Lundgren to me. I think I would think this is He-Man Dolph Lundgren if I did see this. The blue with the blue, I guess the blue eyes, but the blonde hair with a little bit of the wash to it there. A mullet you could set your 80s watch to if you needed to. And a good-looking skin tone for this one as well. Very stoic face. You got a little bit of those lips going on. Not a bad look for old Dolph Lundgren here. But I'm going to pop this on here, of course. Like I said, not a lot of people big fan of this head sculpt on here, and this one should just pull off very easily. There you go. And then I'm going to pop this guy. Oh, my gosh. 100 times better. 100 times better. I am here for this all day. Man, that makes this way better of a figure. It's crazy where this is a cool looking figure. You add this head sculpt to it, man, you saw the smile on my face. The minute that connected, that is good. I like this. I am very thankful for things like this because I get it why Mattel couldn't do this, but man, Ramen Toys really did us a solid right here. Man, oh man, I like that. This figure just jumped up miles. I was a big fan of this figure. I like what it represents. I like that they gave us this, but it was weighted down by the bad head sculpt. But man, this is cool with this one. It's crazy just how big of a difference that made for me. So man, I'm here for this. I'm here for this all day long. This was definitely worth the price, and unfortunately, I can't even remember the price I paid for these. I remember it didn't break the wallet, though. I want to say it was like $30 for all 3 heads, which I felt like was not bad, especially for a third-party company. But man, is that so much better with that head. So right now, we're batting 1,000. I love what I see. We still got 2 heads to go here. Now, let's get the other one out here. Masters of the Verse, MVO2. Verse 2 fits the same people, basically all the same stuff. Now, I'm looking at this head, and this head doesn't look terribly different than this one, so we'll see what happens here. But honestly, I got 2 different He-Man figures, so I guess that's kind of the way it's going to go. I'm going to put this off to the side. See you later. I'm probably going to put, like, this old head, I'm probably going to put this back in here just to keep track of things a little bit. I think I'll probably do it that way. We'll see. But this head right here is not terribly different. Boy, it is not terribly different at all. It is very similar head sculpt. I mean, honestly, I don't know if you needed both of these, depending how many of these figures you have or what you're doing here, but between these two, there is not enough difference between these two. So I will say that right off the bat. Very similar. I feel like I bought the same head twice, and I think you could even trick me to say, okay, which head is which? Very similar. Yeah, very similar. They should be similar, but they're way too similar. I need a different facial expression to make this one different. So honestly, buying 2 of these, I probably would have been fine just buying 1. But like I said, I do have the Super 7 version, which I don't hate this Super 7 version. I think it is okay. I definitely like it better than the Mattel version. But I'm going to pop this off like so. And I'm going to pop this on like so. Now that works. Oh man, once again, it does look really, really good. It does help this one. Oh boy, I like it. Gosh, I tell you what, I like it. Once again, it works. The only issue I have with this one is the skin tones are close, but not 100%. They're like 90%, let's call it, something like that. Where the Masterverse one, 100% likeness. That fits perfectly. Looks like it was made for that. Boy, but this does work, though. This does work. It's very close. Maybe it's 95%, maybe we'll call it there. I don't know. But I do like the Super 7 head sculpt that we had on here. But I think I like this one a little bit more. So once again, I guess I am happy I bought 2 of these because obviously you got 2 different He-Man Dolph Lundgren style figures here. So that does end up working out. So boy, I don't know. You guys will have to tell me in the comments what you think about these 2 heads there. But definitely some improvements going on here. So you can't ask for much more than that. If that's what they're here for, to improve your figures you already have, I'd say they're getting the job done. So there we go. Now the final piece of the puzzle is an interesting one. I just got this to get the 3-pack, but they have not released a Dolph Lundgren style Origins figure yet. So it makes me kind of say, okay, do I need to buy, in my brain and collectors, well, if I'm going to use this body, I got to have this for He-Man. I'm going to have to buy another one of these figures is what I'm going to need to do to use this head here. So Masters of the Verse, once again, MVO3 fits Mattel Origins, it does say on the back. And I would say these 2 heads, you can switch them back and forth, but they're so similar, it doesn't really make a difference, at least from where I sit. And as you guys know where I sit, right here at this table. I feel like I live at this table sometimes. We'll see. Losing stuff. There it goes. But you got the head once again. Of course, you got the little baggy action. That's a touch of class here, the little baggy, keeping things nice, keeping things looking really good. Definitely a more Origin-style head. Kind of got the splayed-out face a little bit in some ways. But I'm going to pop this head off. There we go. Very, very cartoon Origin style He-Man head there. Very, very Dolph Lundgren-esque head right here. Now let's see how easy this fits on. Oh, there we go. It does fit on though as I lost his sword there, but still. Definitely works. Once again, I would say out of the 3 heads, first impression, probably my least favorite of the 3, but I just don't think of Dolph Lundgren style head, face, whatever, with an Origin style figure, but this definitely does work, and this definitely makes me want to get an extra one of these He-Man figures just to make use of this head, because my crazy brain, I got to display the regular version, but I would like to display this one as well, since I have it. Tell you what, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not as good as these 2, and a little different go-to-market, of course, between the Origins and the Super 7 and the Masterverse, different price points as well. But I gotta say, I'm very happy with my purchases right here. I am very happy I picked these ones up. I am actually, this is my first ever Ramen Toys purchase in my life. I'm gonna be a little bit more close, eagle-eyed on some of the stuff they have in the future. I know they're redoing a head for Falcon, of course, the Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Falcon figure. I was planning on passing on that. I may even dabble into that. We'll see what happens there, but definitely find that to be a little bit interesting. But man, this did beat my expectations, and that's always a a great day at the review table when your expectations are blown away a little bit. So can't recommend these 3 heads more than enough right now. I know they're pretty much sold out. It sounds like they're going to have some of these available at PowerCon. So shout out to you guys and gals going to PowerCon. I will be there. If you see me, say hello. But PowerCon, apparently you can get some extras of these heads, and that's going to be it. So very, very cool idea. A very cool way to go. I am definitely here for this. So blew away my expectations. Good day at the office. But what say you? Did you pick these up? Did you even know these existed? I got to imagine a lot of people didn't even know this existed. But let me know your thoughts on these 3 head sculpts. Do you prefer the old ones? Do you prefer the new one? It all comes down to personal preference. But for me, I prefer these Ramen toy ones. I love what I see right here. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day. And we got even more content, including early access to videos like this, over on the old Patreon channel. Patreon, your best way to support this fair YouTube channel. You can also support the channel over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for the Masters of the Universe and my friend Dolph Lundgren, I am Kyle. See you guys all real soon.